What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Middleton. I'm here. I'm full-time. I got all my cars here. We got chaos. But I have a bunch of updates I wanted to show you in the house. But before we do that, I would suggest go to, and put a link in the description, put in the cards, go to the Youth Man channel. Michael Stevens is my business partner on the home theater front. Rusty, Michael, and I install the speakers. You asked me to make videos installing the PSP stuff, and I'll show it to you here, but we did a full install video, so that video should be up right around the same time this video is. So go to Youth Man, subscribe. He and I are going to be doing lots of stuff together, including my theater upstairs. I got some per listen speakers we're going to be testing, and dozens of other videos going forward. So make sure to go subscribe to him and check out the videos of the dedicated home theater stuff. We'll house it there. This is more of, again, the garage channel, and so we're going to talk about the garage first, but go check that out. I think you'll like it. I don't think I've done anything to the outside. I ended up hiring Massey, which hurts my soul. They just come and spritz some colored water on the darn grass, but I saw many of the neighbors down the street and their grass was a mess. And because this is a tiny little 3/4 acre lot, I want it to look good. And so I should just have the lawn care nut come up here and tell me what to do, but I don't want to have a spreader. I don't have where to put it. And so I'm just going to pay them to do it. So I did pay them to do that. I'm going to have to figure something out. I think we may have made a mistake. I think that gnats and mosquitoes and things are attracted to white. And so we painted the darn house white. And so we've only been here for a couple of months. What do you guys think? In the comments, if I hire someone to come and pressure wash the house like once a month, is that going to be too much? Especially if they use chlorine and stuff, is that going to end up degrading the painted surface, or should I be fine? I'm thinking about, like, I even got the little Comet out and tried to spray these, like all the gnats hit the house and they die and then they kind of stain everything. We need somebody with the 8 gallon per minute, 5,000 PSI monster to come out here and keep this place looking good. I mean, this is a smaller home than what I'm used to, a smaller lot. I want it to be dense, and I'm going to chase perfection here, which is kind of hard to do when you have a bigger property. So anyway, I'm going to figure that out. So the garage, we're going to start the wall here today, but I mounted the Comet. Go check out that. Really, if you need some good solid sleeping material, I accidentally clicked the noise cancellation box, and I noticed that I clicked that, and I clicked cancel all other noises but voice, and so it's buttery smooth, Mike. It's smooth as silk. I don't hear anything. I accidentally clicked the wrong box on Auphonic and messed it up. But this garage is awesome because it is roughly 30 feet deep here. 32 feet deep. I think it's 30 feet here and roughly 32 and change to that pocket. And so what we're about to build is we're going to build, and we got some lumber backing in here, is a line or a wall all the way across. I've been trying to figure out what am I going to do, how am I going to do a cabinet array, and then this house is kind of smaller, and so I really would like to build a mudroom. And so what we're going to do is build a wall here so that way I can put an entire array of cabinets across. I ordered the cabinets. We're doing ProSlat cabinets, and that's why we have different lighting. So I have the 3500K Cree lighting here, and then in this part of the garage, I guess I could turn this on for you, we have the 5K Cree linear lights. And so it'll make more sense once the wall goes in. Mr. Perry came last week, and I just had him put in an outlet, so I got to order some jack shaft operators to get rid of these goofy, this one doesn't even work, it's broken. So these garbage linear ones are going to pull that off and get that out of the center of the garage, which will help kind of open it up a little bit. These are insulated doors. Today's actually really nice, so I don't know if we're going to turn the air conditioning on, but I do have the Mitsubishi mini split here as well. So we'll probably end up cutting our holes for our attic access here as well. We're going to have to make a decision on, I would really like to take the air handler out of here and move it up into the attic. So this section here, this could become a really awesome closet. And so imagine walking down here is a wall. So this hallway, we're gonna pro slat on each sides of the wall so I can put my ladders and fishing poles and all the other different crap that, I don't have a shed. You can't have a shed here in this community. And so we're gonna put our vacuum system on the wall here. Air compressor is gonna go there. And then I'm gonna put hose reels, power reel, hose reel up top, power reel on the bottom, and then in this cabinet here is where we're gonna put the vacuum reel because it's a little too wide to fit here. But we're gonna have a pretty significant, like roughly I think it's a 26-foot array of cabinets. I'll do probably like a 75-inch micro LED or mini LED or something like that in here, TV. I'm gonna figure out what audio I'm gonna do. But that wall's gonna be pro slat. This whole back wall, the whole backsplash of the cabinet array will be pro slat, and then this wall will be open and empty. So that's the plan. Pressure washer system's going over here. So our DI system. So I put the Comet because it'll be probably a month before our final prototypes show up for our DI system. But dual Krensla's here, bucket filler, couple of shelves for all my detailing equipment, and it's far enough away that I basically parked my car straight in right here, and even with the bikes in the way where they're currently sitting, I still had space, so we'll have room to store everything. The other nice thing is that this wall isn't as sloped, and so my buckets can sit up against the wall as well. So that'll look really nice. But the car only comes to like right here, right? Not even. And so I have like 8.5 feet to the wall, which means I'll have about 6.5 feet to the wall to my cabinets, which is gonna be really sweet. So even though I'm losing some space, and I know some of you are freaking out about you're losing space in the garage, I'm telling you, what I'm gonna gain with the mudroom is gonna be really, really worth it. And so over here is where my bikes are gonna hang. We're gonna basically do nothing on the wall but the bikes. It's gonna look sick. And then hopefully I'll have enough room if I can have that closet and I'll have attic access, and I'm gonna put the magic lifts in here. I'll be able to keep all this crap out of the way. It's gonna be sweet. I got to figure out something with the garbage too. Hey Mike, do you think we can do this where I'm going to do the door here, roughly, and then should I hire somebody to build the sidewalk, or should we do it?
I'll do it.
So if we go right, I'm going to go right here.
Whether you have a realistic time frame.
Boom. Next week.
Imaginary one.
And then sidewalk down here.
Yep.
All right.
And a pad right there.
And then what I think I might do is get a vinyl fence and just cover this whole section up. If I do that, then what I can do is have a garbage can pad, because you're not allowed a garbage can. But if it's behind vinyl, then it won't matter, right? He's afraid of his fence. Chase, you can come all the way out to here, buddy. Your fence is all the way out here. Why are you so scared? Your fence is out here. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Correct, yep. And then I have a little pad here for the garbage can. That solves my problem. Then I gotta roll the garbage can out.
So they'll allow you to put it on the curb, but you're just not supposed to store it in front?
No, the philosophy is no garbage cans. And this is pretty smart, actually. So when you put your garbage out, and once the garbage goes, there aren't a bunch of garbage cans all over the place.
Gotcha.
So the villages chose to do that. That was Mark Morris chose to do that, I think, back in the day, and said, just put your bags. Correct. So we have 2 days. So they decided to do 2 days of garbage. That way, we don't have everybody have their garbage cans out there and they're in the way.
That's a good idea.
And they don't play that farce of recycling, which is freaking nonsense. Like almost no towns actually have a recycling center.
Yeah.
And they just end up dumping it all in the same spot anyway. Yeah. So that's my plan. So I just leave this all here and then boom, boom.
Leave the bush?
I think so. Just leave this landscaping alone, and I'll just take it to right here.
Something to think about.
I like that bush.
Well, we can move it forward. I'm really attached to it.
So then over here, we're gonna have the doorway right here. I know I'm repeating myself, but this stuff is getting more clarified as we kind of work through. So doorway's gonna go here. No sink, but we'll have a countertop. Over here will be our little mudroom locker. Right here, doorway. Back there will be a custom lev rack I'm gonna have made. So the lev rack can hold all their balls and all that bull crap. And then in here is just a cleaning closet. Gonna be sick. And so we're designing the wall to be just big enough to open this door. Right? So we're gonna have like an inch and a half.
Yeah. I think we had 6 inches. Wall's going to be basically 4 inches.
So we want to be able to open this door to this length. And then shoot, if we do move the air handler, then I might just get rid of the door and just make this an big open closet. That would be sick. And look at that, got a 10-foot, so what is this, like 3 feet by
6 feet.
Yeah, 3 feet by 6 feet by 10-foot closet.
Yeah.
I could put a darn lev rack in there. That's sick.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, that's all. Plus the attic storage that I'm gonna have. I don't want to store stuff in it, but I want it in case I need it. Like think about my bike rack.
You want to declutter your
Right,
garage.
where am I gonna put my bike rack? Where am I gonna put this frickin', if I had a shop vac, where are you gonna put it?
Yeah.
And you can't, if I don't have a shed.
Yeah, you have to put it somewhere.
All right. And this garage is missing that separate little car wash array where I had like my towels, so I had extra room in my closet and my cabinets.
Yeah.
We're gonna solve that.
Yep.
All right, let's go into the house. I'm gonna show you what's doing in here. Let's see what we've gotten done. We've gotten the home theater done. I tell you what, it's a bunch of nonsense. The whole Speed Queen, the TC5D. So this is the TR7 DR7. So it's the digital display version, right? And then it shows them in black. The one thing to keep in mind with black is that it looks dirty all the time. So what we've switched to is using pods. So you want either liquid detergent or pods. If you're using the powder detergent like we were doing, it freaking gets everywhere. So we switched to throwing pods in here, but I have not noticed any problem with cleaning my nasty, Florida Funk clothes. It seems to work okay. So the plan in here would be to go and do stackers. So I'm going to do duals. So I'll have to get rid of this and this. And then what I want to do is do one of those drying racks that goes into the wall and pulls out, because this is not good. It's like freaking chaos in here. This is the best it's looked. And so what I'd probably do is take this, move it over there above the sink. We'll keep that cabinet, and then I'll get rid of the extra cabinet. And then what I'll do is build that, I forget what that company's called, but there's a company with a drying rack system. And I'll probably do some sort of on-wall drying rack in the mudroom as well to try to keep this room from having a giant explosion. And so then Ryan's room is pretty well set up. I think he's got it all good to go. So we're waiting on our closets still. I'm struggling with those guys to try to get them moving. So we're all living out of this mess here. So we're hoping to get our closets done. But he has that 32-inch OLED LG computer monitor on the PlayStation 5 is pretty sick. Looks great. So he got this is all Pottery Barn furniture. He's got his little shoe thingies over there. He's been wheeling and dealing with some of the neighbor kids, selling shoes and stuff like that. He did break his towel rack, but in all of the bathrooms I got towel racks mounted on the wall. These are Brizo Invari is my favorite brand of towel rack. It's on the spreadsheet. But I filled the holes here. I'll have to get the paint out and patch. And I ordered another Brizo for here. And I'll probably mount it in a little different position. Hopefully it won't rip that one off the wall. They use toggle bolts, which just don't work very well. So then the kitchen area, let's see what we've got going here. Again, I've gotten all the drawers nice and organized. This new version of or not new version, but a newer version of the Hafele. This is the cutlery drawer. It doesn't fit in very many drawers. This drawer happened to be the right size, so I was able to get it to fit here where everything's horizontal. So the junk drawer, this junk drawer will move out to the drawered setup that I'm going to do in the mudroom. So that way when you come home and you put your keys down and your mail down, that will go into the mudroom instead of in the kitchen, where this is a pretty tight area. So we'll have everything set up that way. My Hafele organization's worked out pretty well. So I got my pots and pans. I did these type of separators instead of the dowels because the dowels tend to break. So we got that drawer, spatula drawer. This is just a multi-purpose insert. I need to get some 3M tape. I need to tape this thing down. Looks like this piece fell apart. Yeah, I need to get some. I just brought the tape, so I have to tape this thing down. Then my knives are over here, looking nice, sort of. And then we have our spice drawer over here, which is pretty sick looking. This one's always inspiring. Alphabetically organized from left to right.
It's a big controversy.
Big controversy, yep. So the plan here in the kitchen is to take this out and do a side-by-side fridge and freezer that are 80 inches by cabinet depth. So this will get out of the walkway here, and we're gonna do panel ready. So it'll be the same depth as this. This whole cabinet array will come out. This whole array is coming out as well. I'm gonna leave this alone with this exception of putting a ice maker in. I'm actually going, Mike and I next week are going up to visit Pennville Cabinets. I'll bring my camera with me. But I'm thinking about doing just this array, and we're gonna do it all the way out to here. So you saw me with Patrick Resendez. I've got to just finalize the design of this setup, but I'm gonna do a 48-inch range. I'm going to do a speed oven, single oven, and then a hood, because this isn't a hood. This doesn't ventilate outside. We're still waiting on our pantry stuff, but I do have everything at least somewhat organized. The good news is the whole house, we got all the lighting done. So all this stuff here will go on the pantry shelves as soon as they show up. And I'm decided to not put a door in here. We're gonna keep this wall, so I'm not gonna put a door into the pantry. It's just not really necessary, having lived with it for a little while. So the home theater section is now done. We have, I don't like it, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. So we did the white. These are the white PWM3s from PSB. It sounds pretty darn phenomenal in here, but I just don't like how it looks. So I'm gonna switch black center channel, so same center channel, and I'm gonna do their floor standing speakers. Dynaudio, I like these BP8s. They're nice, but they can't hold a candle to the Dynaudio sub-6s. So I'm gonna do black sub-6s, black center channel, and then the black, I forget what their floor standing model number is, but it's they're $2,000 a pair, so it's a little cheaper. If you're interested in BP8s or PWM3s, I'll have 3 of them. I still have the boxes for anything. Shoot me an email. I'll make you a sweet deal. Let's say 40% off or something like that. I like it. It sounds fantastic. I'm keeping the rears, so I'm going to leave those alone. I'm keeping the in-ceilings. I'm staying in the PSB universe. I'm just going to do Dynaudio subs, and so I have 4 subs, and then I'll have the 3 PWM3s for sale. I need to keep the 778. I'm doing a Cinema 30 from Marantz because I don't have discrete subwoofer control. I was always planning on doing that, but I'm not selling the 778 because that needs to go up to Helen to replace it. I did get a Furman, so my Furman arrived. My Ely hose reels arrived, so I'll be putting the Elys on the wall here shortly. I got all my artwork hung. This is actually real art that I bought in a real gallery from Canada when I was up there. So these are from Banff, and so I got everything hung, all the pictures hung, everything set up. This isn't how Michelle has to do her thing with the accoutrements. We'll get there. I'm testing some sheets. I got these freaking bed, what do you call them, mattresses. And they're giant. It's like 18.5 inches tall. And so I bought sheets from, I think, Cozy Earth, some other company, and Egyptian Linens, trying to find ones that fit the pocket size necessary to keep the fitted sheet correct. So we got our artwork hung. I don't have anywhere to put my clothes, so just kind of clothes randomly strewn about. And then I think the only thing that changed in here, the shower heads were changed. You saw that in the last video, and we're just waiting on our closet stuff to come. So I dig it. I'm starting to really like it here. Starting to feel like home. Everything's smaller, everything's more condensed, but that means everything should be more dense and a little easier to take care of. And these floors are great. So these are a tile that's designed to look like white oak. There's some real pros to having ceramic tile or porcelain. I think this might be porcelain. Having porcelain tile over doing hardwood. It's just less maintenance. It always looks clean. Unlike our other floors that were kind of white looking, they look dirty all the darn time. So that's a really nice feature. Out here is Ryan's bike pad, apparently. So look at this frickin' spider kingdom out here. So I gotta figure this out. The door is broken, and because of the freaking crazy storms here, blew the door off. So they're coming warranty to fix the door. I tried fixing it myself, but this thing broke, and then this isn't in the right position. So I need a new frame piece here. It needs to be replaced. And so out here, of course, is going to be the outdoor kitchen and everything. But I ordered some. When you hire these companies to come exterminate, they don't use the right stuff. They use a bunch of bull crap. So I bought a respirator, some goggles, a Marilex foamer, and Telstar. And I'm gonna nuke this frickin' place. It's bug crazy out here. But good news, I got my cold plunge out here. I used it this morning for the first time. So I got my cold plunge and a nice little balmy 45 degrees. Thing looks like crap. I did get a new cover out here, so it's not all rusty anymore. So I brought my 100-foot hose. I'm gonna put the Ely hose reel probably right next to it, right here. So I had an Ely hose reel in the front of the house and one on the back. And so if I have 100 foot on each side, I'll be able to cover basically the entire perimeter. But look, our grass looks pretty good. You got some decent grass. There's the stadium. It's like, you know, suburbia personified here, but I'm digging it. I think, you know, it's kind of fun to go out and there's all these golf cart paths and everything. I'm out running. I ran a 5K the last couple of days. I'm gonna get some road bikes. Michelle's not happy about that. I'm gonna get me some bicycles to go ride around. It's gonna be sick. This thing is a Super 73 e-bike. Ryan's clearly been raising all kinds of problems in the neighborhood here. So he's, I don't know, he's out tearing things up. He wants pegs so he can do wheelies. That's what he's trying to get. So actually, we didn't have our couch last time, did we? Yeah, we didn't have the couch. So these were, if you watched the vlog of us going up to Scott's Antique Market. So we got our couches from this from a company called Faulkner's. This sectional here would probably cost, you know, 12 grand from a big store. I think it was $5,400. So it's all custom made. You just tell them what you want and they make it specifically. So the chairs and the sectional all match. But make sure to go check out the video of us doing the install of all this stuff. So it's 4 subwoofers, 5 channel surround, and then the 4 height channels for Atmos. And actually the 778 doesn't have 4 channels of amplification for height. So the rears are actually set up as surround back. I may leave them that way, we'll see. So over here, Kate's room and the guest room. Nothing's happened back here yet. Bianca's here taking care of the place, getting us organized. So we got Kate. Kate started a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to her. She'll be pumped. Kate Mormon on YouTube. She's got 3 videos up. We're going to get another one up tonight. She's got like 12,000 views in that one video. Have you seen that?
We're screwed.
Yeah. She's going to pass me up in no time. I think she's got like 400 subscribers, and you know, she's got, what does she say? She says, Dad, I've got 15K views. Because I got her set up on YouTube Studio. You mean 15,000? Yeah, 15K. Or I got 12.2K views. So Kate's room, once we get closets, then we'll be able to get this place organized. But she got her furniture, Pottery Barn Kids, I think. Ryan's is Pottery Barn Teen, and this is Pottery Barn Kids. So this was Michelle's iMac, so I'm teaching her how to edit. We set her up on Final Cut Pro, and she's getting it. She's starting to get it down. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to keep her finger on the space bar, and she wants to take it off, you know. Yeah. So she's like either has it on the mouse or the keyboard. See, she's got her camera here. Little ZB1 she's shooting with. She's doing it. I think she shot her morning routine video. She's funny. So this is Kate's bathroom with all set up with all her gear. It always smells really good in there, that's for sure. All the stuff. Yeah. And then here is the catch-all for the moment. I've got chairs coming out my eyeballs here. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I love these chairs. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with them. So we may keep one chair in the corner here, but I think we're probably gonna put a desk. I'm not sure. We really won't need a desk because Michelle, her office is right down the street, and then I'm gonna build my office theater upstairs. So I think the safe is probably gonna go in this closet. I'm not sure if it's gonna fit or not, but I'm waiting on the closet stuff so I can get this all done, and I'll be talking to you about hangers and things like that. So those mirrors are gonna go behind the lamps, and then we're gonna set this up as a king, like two twin XLs next to each other, which is effectively a king. So the last part of the house, these linen closets will get set up. The last part of the house is the theater setup, which has become a little bit of a disaster. So you smell that funk? I mean, that's only because it's really nice out today. So the way that this room is set up, they put a 1-ton mini split, and it's just not enough, but there's no ducting. There's a register here, but there's no register in the whole hallway. And so they didn't design it right. And then up here, I mean, you can see it's peeling. It's 75 degrees here. It's only like 85 degrees outside. And then, where's my thermometer? Here it is. Yeah, we're at 78% humidity. I've seen it get to 90. So, and let's see, 70, 72, yeah, it's pretty accurate. That's 75 degrees. It's set to 72. So this freaking system isn't working. And this is gonna be really important to me. So I got the couch, this is all my clothes, right? So I don't know where Michelle's stuff is. She's like living out of a suitcase. And so my plan is I'm gonna have my desk here in the corner, desk, L shape. I'm gonna do a BDI desk this time. And then the computer and the monitors will be on that wall. And then I'll be able to kind of turn and look. What I'm planning to do, if I become an LG dealer, I think we're pitching LG tomorrow. I wanted to do the 97-inch OLED, so we'll just cover this up and we'll put the TV in front of it, and so we'll probably just fill in the window, and then I'm going to be doing a full JTR. What am I doing? 9.6.4. It's going to be wild. We're actually going to cut holes in the wall and put the subwoofers, recess them into the attic. And so the subwoofers, there'll be 4 818s up here. It's gonna be pretty sick. Yeah. And then so I'm gonna have a couch and kind of 2 chairs on the side. And this is for me to disappear and never come out. It's gonna be sick. Carpeting, I've got carpeting up here. It's actually pretty sturdy feeling. If I can just get the air condition fixed. If they don't fix it for me, I'll fix it my darn self. Michelle's like, no, you can't do that. I said, I'm doing it, I don't care. So my plan is I'm gonna Isonine this whole room and the whole attic, and then we're gonna bring the attic into the house. So you can see I did a little work here, at least getting somewhat organized. This is the stuff here. This is all I really have to put in the attic, is that, and the luggage. That's office stuff. These are the subwoofer boxes. This is Ryan's stuff that'll go in his closet. This goes in my closet. And those boxes right there go in Michelle's closet. So it looks like there's a bunch of crap up here, but you know, if I'm living here, I gotta at least have some semblance of organization. So I spent a few hours up here on, I think it was Sunday morning, and just got this all nice and organized. You can tell Mike was up here because it's not organized anymore. Moving my stuff around. So, yeah, 78% humidity. It's not what you're looking for. And it's not blowing cold. So what is it doing? Like it should be firing all cylinders right now. It's not working. So we're gonna get that fixed. That's not ideal. Everything else in the house has been great. You can see the freaking things peeling from being so humid up here. But we'll get it solved. No, I'm not stressing out about it. Worst case scenario, that's the nice thing about having a house that's living below your means, is if they don't fix it, I'll just pay for it and fix it myself. So that's the plan. I'll be flush with cash once Rusty pays me when his house sells. That's the plan. So that's the goal. So that's the house. It's coming together a little bit. I'm sure it looks a lot different than last time you guys saw on video. I got my Lake Louise picture here to inspire me for my Canadian ranch I'm gonna get someday. We have to do something about these goofy luxury vinyl stairs. Never buy plastic flooring. So we're gonna get to work on the garage, and we'll try to keep you up to date. Make sure to become a member inside the Hex if you wanna follow along. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff here. You can become a member on YouTube, or it's half the price if you go to the Obsessed Garage website. And then we have Hex Plus if you want 10% off and free shipping. If you're gonna buy lots of stuff from us, you can do Hex Plus. And you watch it on our website. So, but we wanted to make it available. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to cross over. You have to pick one. Pick YouTube or directly on the OG website. But I'm sharing my life and sharing the process of tearing the life apart and putting it back together. That's the spice of it for me. I like doing that. And so the next step, once I get this place relatively set up, the garage done, is we're going to be building the design studio about 150 yards down the street. And so then we're going to be building that out and sharing that process with you as well. But I'll keep you up to date on this house as we tear it apart and put it back together. Thanks for watching.